of Africa. Akewa. Hi, this is Queen Ngningone II. Today, I will continue my teachings on us and the people we are, the Royals of Afrika. So in my previous video titled Knowing Our Place in the World, right? So we covered there that we came first, all right? So in the tree of life of God, we are the firstborns, correct? And how, we need to reclaim our throne by reclaiming our identity, our birthright, okay? So, and as you know, as I told you previously, I will never mention something and not have a solution for it. Or I will never mention an ailment that we may be suffering from collectively and not give a suggestion on its cure, all right? So today, you watched the video about reclaiming our thrones, right? I will have other videos coming titled Wearing Our Crowns, okay? But today, we will continue the previous video, which was about knowing our place in the world, okay? So we came first, we are number one. And with that number one position, the Creator, Tata Nzambe, he gave us crowns, unlike any other crowns. So he blessed us with the crowns of unity. That's why it is important for all of us to know that we are one. Okay? So, for my beautiful royals who already know that, so now let's move forward. So, what can you do? How do you reclaim your birthright? How do you reclaim your throne? How do you reclaim something of value that an imposter has stolen and is using, right? Let me share a little story. This one is personal, my own experience, okay? So, remember I told you that I realized that I was a royal. We were a royal family when my mom, after passing, appeared to me and everything. Those who watched the interview with Dr. Tata, they know the whole story there, right? So now, mind you, like I said, I left the country. I was 8. I was a little girl, and I really never returned to go back live. I always used to go on vacation, stuff like that, but to move back, I didn't, right? So with that alone, did you know, I remember I also told you that my mom had 9 children. So we are 9 children under the crown. And on my father's side also, I have siblings because both my parents, before getting together, they were married before. My father was married before, and I have 6 siblings from there. And my mom was married before also as well. And I have 4 sisters over there, right? And them together, I'm the firstborn. And behind me, there's 4. So I'm the middle child as far as the crown is concerned. I have 4 ahead and 4 after, right? So when I was chosen and crowned, do you know that I had some sibling who contested my crowning because they felt that it couldn't be me? One of the accusations was that I speak our language with an accent. Basically, they uprooted me like, that one is American, forget her, right? So my uncle had to tell them, but too bad, because this is how it works. We don't choose. Even the king, the living king, doesn't even have really a say, so the living king will be told which one among his children is the continuation, right? So basically, I had like older sisters who were like, it can't be her. I mean, look at her. She's American. She lives there. She married one of them, blah, blah, blah. How can she be our crown queen, right? So the other family members, I mean, my mom's siblings and stuff, they knew. But nevertheless, still, even after my crowning, some, I would say 2 of my oldest didn't give me the royal greetings, right? Everybody else did. Cousins and stuff, family members and stuff, they will call me and be like, hey, Your Highness, you know, peace be unto you, may you live long, and so and so. But there were one of the 2 ones, they were like, nah, can't be her, right? So what did I do? I just assumed my role. All right? I didn't look left, I didn't look right, I just knew. And of course, after I went through initiation and everything, then it became clear because I had the mission at that point. So I just got focused into that and going through the necessary transformations, because remember, you go from being a complete civilian to become a crown royal. And once they crown you, you belong to them. All right? Whatever they tell you to do, that's what you do. And so on, you know. So anyway, I just stayed focused and did my, you know, everything I needed to do, complete with the, you know, the training and everything. So, you know, she kind of became even distant. I must be honest, I wasn't hearing much from her. And when I tried to get in contact, that, you know, it was just like, I'm like, oh, well, she'll come around. Because I was sitting on my truth. I'm like, I'm the queen. Whether anybody likes it or not, I'm the queen, right? And I started being that queen. And I started just being that mediator. You know, I helped mend a lot of, you know, family issues, you know, tell everybody the truth about who we are. And I just took that role. I didn't, you know, let myself get like distracted by left or right and so on. So fast forward, you know, like a couple of, I would say, you know, years, I could say a couple of years, I would say. I haven't heard from her, you know, she's been like very evasive. And sure enough, she got into it with somebody who's like a family friend, person. I mean, they know my parents, they were friends to my parents and so on. So they got into it with one of them, and something very scary was told to her. Basically, the lady threatened her life, right? The lady basically made a severe threat and told her, yeah, I give you this amount of day, blah, 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 right? And that sister of mine, she was advanced, more advanced than me. I mean, I was considered the white girl of all. Many of my sisters already had gone through the initiation rites and everything, and I was, you know, lacking in steps, but nevertheless, I was the chosen. So she knew so much that I didn't know before me going through my initiation. So she was like, it can't be her. So basically, when that lady made that threat, you know, she heard an order. They told her, call Ngningone now, right? And she knows, you know, even many of you who, if you hear voices give you direct orders, you are a crown royal. It means you come from a family where the ancestor was a crown king. There's a crown in your family. You know, this is how the ancestors keep track of us. They talk to us like this, lively. They give you order, do this, don't do this, stuff like that. So she received a direct order, right, to call me. And it was now. So she then told me that, you know, oh, my sister, things are not well. I'm like, so how you been? Because I kept in contact with the kids, you know, with my niece and nephew. You know, they're my babies. I talk to them all the time. But I just couldn't have that relationship with my sister like before. So, and then she was in tears. She's like, I don't even know why, but I received an order to call you. I'm like, okay. So you receive an order from the other side to call me. I'm like, what's going on? Why are you crying, right? And then she told me the whole thing. I'm like, okay. Do you know why they ordered you to call me? She said, I don't know, but it was an order to call you. I'm like, because I hold the family nukes, okay? And that threat she made is serious. Okay, now, before we do anything, are you ready to properly greet your queen? Because when you call me, who do you want me to go as? As your baby sister or as your queen? Tell me, right? That was the first time she gave me the royal greeting in our language. She said, long live you, my queen. You are our queen. I was ordered to call you for this one. I was like, okay. So now, who do I need to warn before we strike? Okay? So ever since, you know, we came back together and we talk every day, and you know, that sisterhood love is back between us. So to bring it back to us in the diaspora, when you watch videos about, you know, reclaiming what is yours, right? Other people, you don't need other people approval of anything. Once you know who you are, that's all it should matter. And you act on it, and you do what you're supposed to do as a royal of Africa, okay? You cherish your own, you protect your own, you provide for your own, you be that light, that beacon of light. Remember, the battle is light between darkness, good versus evil, all right? So you be that soldier for our Creator, because the mission He entrusted upon our hands is to express His royalty. We are supposed to teach those who are kneeling on our necks. So you see, so you rise to that level. The peasant will fall, and the other royals will acknowledge you for the royal you are. Okay? So, same thing for those who have enslaved us. Okay, they made of us whatever they made of us, but now we know better. We know we need to go back to who we are. We need to go back to these true royals we are, and nothing else. Okay? And once we do that, the respect will come. All right? The respect will come. People will come and bow in front of you and be like, I'm so sorry. You are the goat. All right? Okay, my people. So that was just a little parenthesis to keep you in the loop, you know, with what we need to do, the progress we need to make when it comes to transforming. All right? That caterpillar becoming that beautiful butterfly. All right? Because it's us. This is who we are. We're in transformation. So that stuff, don't carry any guilt or anything. Okay? You can make a conscientious effort. Like starting today, I'm going to wear that royal crown. Wherever you live, your apartment, your house, your dormitory, whatever, your dwelling places, your palace, you don't allow any clown around. How can a royal like you hang out with clowns and expect to be treated as a royal? No. Royals hang out with royals, and the clowns belong with the clowns. Okay, my people? All right. As usual, it's a pleasure spending a little moment with my fabulous, gorgeous, and handsome African royals. Okay, thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for sharing the messages. All right, share the messages, like the video, so we're still up there, and many of our people will see them, and hopefully we're getting there. Remember, we owe that to our ancestors. I told you our history, what went down back at home, the history they never told you. There's a lot of bloodshed over our head, and we have to honor them. We don't honor them when we're out there killing each other, backstabbing each other. We honor them by, being grateful for their sacrifice and pick up the ball where they drop it and carry on. Okay, my lovelies? All right. So, peace in your homes. Love in your heart and unity. Okay, my folks? We are all we have. Each other. All right? Love you much. Mwah.
Hey, Bezingo. Ukana midu